What if I told you Summoner Duels could be fixed, and all that was needed was your help? What if I told you you could play Summoner Duels without running into annoying meta threats like Duo Dagger, Chrom, or Brave Hector? What if I told you that annoying skills like Kanto, Hardy Fighter, and even the amount of duo units could be restricted? What if I told you that Summoner Duels could have the pay-to-win advantages removed, like merges and 5 summoner supports? And what if I told you that these concepts have been used before in a different game to create one of the most competitive and fair PvP formats in modern gaming? In today's video, that's exactly what I am here to say. In today's Feh report, we'll be going over how Smogon transformed competitive Pokemon from a meta full of legendary and meta warping Pokemon into several metas with formats of different power levels that anyone can enjoy. And all this was done without any help from Nintendo or Game Freak, but instead via the power of a passionate and loving community. Today I discuss how Fire Emblem Heroes could follow suit and establish 2 new formats that are available to everyone. Now before I jump into my ideas of how to establish these 2 new formats, let's go over what Smogon is and how it works, so everyone can be on the same page. Smogon is a Pokemon website and community that focuses on competitive Pokemon play. While Smogon offers a ton of information from guides and builds, to forums, to damage calculators, and just about everything else. For today's video, we will be focusing on Smogon's competitive formats. Now the way Smogon establishes formats is through usage statistics, so essentially how often a Pokemon is used in actual competitive play. They use these statistics to determine how powerful or how meta a Pokemon can be and to determine where they fall in their tiering. So let's look at their tiering. On top we have Ubers. Ubers is essentially where the most powerful Pokemon reside. This is where you're going to find your Mewtwo's, Rayquaza, and a ton of other legendary Pokemon. But that isn't all. You will also find many meta-dominant Pokemon. In the case of Sun and Moon Ubers, you can see that Pokemon like Aegislash, Blaziken, and even Mega Lucario are up here as well. Underneath this tier we have the OU format, or the Overuse format. This is the tier of Pokemon that are extremely powerful and meta impactful, but do not warp the format in an unfair way. They have clear weaknesses or ways to play around them. The Pokemon available to play with in the OU format are all Pokemon except the ones in the Ubers format above it. By doing this, they create a format that is directly less powerful than Ubers, and this pattern continues with each format below Overused. UU, or Underused, is a Pokemon format that bans all Pokemon from Ubers and Overuse. This again creates a format less powerful than the one above it. This is proven to be a very effective way of creating several formats for competitive Pokemon with different power levels, so that players can find a format they enjoy. Some players will enjoy playing in Ubers, where you are literally playing with the most powerful Pokemon in the game, while others will get a chance to play in Underused, where they can use their favorite Pokemon, and those Pokemon are not only relevant, but powerful in that format. This means no matter what Pokemon you want to build a team around, there's a format you can play in. Now you may be thinking, what happens if a Pokemon becomes too dominant in their format? What if good old Nidoking is proving to be too powerful in the Underused format? Well, if his usage statistics get high enough, the Council of Competitive Players will discuss if Nidoking is too dominant, and if the vote passes, Nidoking will be moved up a format to Overused, where he will be competing with Pokemon of a similar power level to him. This flexibility of tiering and formats allow Pokemon to find a format where they can exist and compete fairly. So now that everyone has a basic understanding of Smogon's formats and tierings, let's talk about how this could be implemented into Fire Emblem Heroes. Now my idea is that I would like to start by establishing 2 new formats. If we were to compare this to the Smogon formats, Ubers is what we currently have in Fire Emblem Heroes. It's the format where anything goes. All the powerful units are available, they have merges, and no restrictions placed on skills. I would like to create 2 formats underneath this one. So in Smogon terms, Overused and Underused. In both of these formats, new rules will be implemented to create a more equal and fair playing field. Some of the rules I would like to see implemented are a ban list, which would work similar to the tiering Smogon does, a restriction of certain skills like Kanto and Trace skills, and several others. The OU format would be one that existed underneath the current Ubers, or free-for-all format we currently have. It would ban many of the most powerful and meta-warping units that every other non-banned unit would be available to be played with. Then underneath that would be the UU format, or Underused format, which would consist of all units except for those banned in Ubers and Overused. This would create a lower power level format for those who want to escape units who would be meta and overused. Personally, I would also like to add more restrictions to this lower format to further decrease the power level of teams, such as bans on skills like Hardy Fighter or even limiting the amount of duos per team. Now these are just my ideas on how I would establish these formats, but I am only one person, and this is where you come in. I need way more information and input from the community. I need to know what would make you interested in playing Summoner Duels. Is it bans? Is it restrictions on skills? Is it a limit on duo units? Or even banning certain captain skills? Maybe you're interested in theme teams or unique challenges. I need to know all this information, so no matter who you are, even if you're not interested in Summoner Duels at this moment, if you could please fill out the Google survey in the description down below or in the pinned message. This survey is to gather information about what you want in Summoner Duels format. It will only take 1 to 2 minutes, and it would allow the community to come together, create an amazing new way to play Fire Emblem Heroes. If you could share this survey with anyone who plays Fire Emblem Heroes, that would be phenomenal. And if you speak a language other than English and would like to help me by translating the survey, I would be eternally grateful. Now I want to be clear, this would be a massive undertaking that would require a lot of work, and this isn't a video announcing these formats. This video is here to gather information and most importantly, gauge interest. I need to know how many people are interested in playing Summoner Duels, if these formats were to exist. This isn't something I would be doing alone. There are several other people, including a great tournament organizer, Riven, who would be working to establish these formats, if people show enough interest. And if you are interested in helping, then you can contact me on Discord. I'm usually on the FAOG Discord chatting throughout the day, but remember we are still at the planning stages, so the best way to help is to spread the survey to as many people as possible. Remember, Intelligent Systems may make this game, but its beating heart is the community. If we want to create something, it is possible, but we have to do it together. No one person can do it alone. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and keeps the content coming out. This has been Oblivion, and I will catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.